Hi everyone, this is Intuitive Edge. Welcome to my channel, where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in our world. Today I'd like to take a look at something that's coming up, and there are rumors that James Comey is going to be, possibly there's a report coming out, and I want to take a look at him and what's going on with him and see what might be in store and what we might be seeing happening and unfolding in the news. Okay, I shuffled up the cards. I'm going to do the 9-card spread with 3 questions. So I'm going to have 3 cards on each question. Okay, so let me lay out the cards and we'll be right back. Okay, so the first card out is the Queen of the Ocean, the Abundance card. This is the card of the Empress. This is the mothering, nurturing card. Now, on this question of who is he, I got a picture in my mind, and so I'll describe to you what I saw. I'm just going to go with what I saw. There was a picture of him like in the kitchen. I see him in a kitchen, and has guests over or friends or whatever, and he's the one in the kitchen like prepping the food. I see him like chopping vegetables. Like he's the one prepping the food to give to his friends. Like and I get the sense that he likes to be the one, like the one that's the provider. He likes to be the one that people rely on, like he can nurture others. Okay, just bear with me here. I gotta tell you what I'm seeing. So, because I don't know where this will lead, but it feels relevant the way it's coming to me, okay? So I see him being the one to give to others. Like he's the nurturer, he's the provider, okay? And that's important to him. And I feel like he likes to be the center of attention. He likes to be the hub, the one that people feel they can draw from, okay? He likes to be able to give in that way, okay? I get that this sense kind of carried with him into his work too, this sense of wanting to be the hub or the go-to person, or the one that people get their care and nurturing from, okay, for lack of a better way to describe this, okay. I get that for him at work, it was about being somebody that it's almost like being in control, but doing it through a way that is getting people to trust you or come on board with you, by being the nurturer, the provider. I'm doing this because I'm wonderful kind of feeling. I'm wonderful and I'm doing this. I'm pulling you in. I'm, come to me. You kind of get what I'm saying. Okay. I almost get the sense that he wants people to know that he cares about them, because I feel that somehow he feels that will engender loyalty and trust. If people around him know that how much he cares, then they will in turn trust him. And so, if he was to do anything wrong or bad, they would never suspect him because he's so nice and willing to help others. It's kind of manipulative, but I think it's just part of who he is in general. It's just he likes to be that kind of magnanimous type of person. Okay. I also get in a work situation, he's going to make sure that people like him and that they trust him. Okay, we're going to come back to that question. I've got 3 cards on each question, but I'm going to move on in sequence here. The next card is the question of the present situation that he's facing now. And we've got the 4 of Pentacles. This is a card of holding on to what's yours, being territorial, needing to hang on either to your reputation, to your legacy, to just, it's born out of a need to control, but it's like you're hanging on. It's your security blanket. It's hanging on to what's yours. So something right now in his situation is feeling like threatening his security, threatening his, and he's obviously was fired from the FBI. But the situation now is that hanging on, like that, needing that security. Okay. I'm going to move to the third question. What will be the result, the outcome for him? What's coming up? Okay. There's some rumors that he may be, that there may be a report coming out that's going to implicate him on some wrongdoing, possibly at the FBI. Just rumors I've heard. So what's coming out? What's coming? What will be the outcome? Okay. And I've got the Three of Cups. This is a card of friendship. The keyword is reunion. I'll show it to you. Let's get the glare off there. So cups are about emotions, love, and friendship, relationships. Having that tells me that he has some loyal friends around him that he can count on. He has people that are in his corner that support him. Okay. I'm going to skip back to the first question. We're just going to go through this little train as I laid the cards out. Okay. Next was back to James Comey as who is he as a person? What kind of person is he? I've got the Seven of Cups. The keyword is possibility. This is a card of having lots of options. Kind of a bigger picture, lots going on. This is a card of like being busy. But I get that he likes to look on the bright side. I think he's more of a positive person. Now bear with me. Those of you that may not like him, just bear with me. For him, he has a positive outlook, okay, on things. I don't think he's a pessimist. He's an optimist. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So he's an optimist, and but I feel like he uses that optimism to engender his friendships. So now back to the question of what situation he's facing now. We had that need for security, or that feeling of security being threatened. Now we have the Tower card. This is the destruction card. Card comes up when things are falling apart, or there's some sort of problem or calamity or something that is like kind of throws a monkey wrench into everything. So he's got that on that underneath that card of needing security. So right now I think he is facing a difficult situation that could threaten his security. Perhaps it feels like it's to undermine his accomplishments. So I do see a report, or I see somebody at a desk, not Comey, but somebody at a desk, and they're shuffling through a stack, like somebody hands them like a stack of papers, and that's like they're shuffling through these papers and reading something. So I feel that has to do with what's the present situation he's facing now, that has to do with this threatening his security and the destructive feeling. Is that I think there is a report. I can see somebody like shuffling through it. So that part feels right. I also get like a stamp, somebody putting a stamp on this stack. And I don't know what, I think it says classified. Stamp classified. Okay. Okay, the person, I got just a sense of the person sitting at the desk with this stamper wearing a green uniform, military. I'm trying to look around, see if I can show you the type of green that I'm seeing. It's a weird green. It's not like a bright green. It's not a hunter green. It's like a light hunter green, but it's, I wonder if this is similar. This is too light. My little candle here. That's too light of a green, but it's kind of like a muted. But I see like the patches and the stars and stuff. The ribbons, decorated person, general. I don't know, general. I don't want to use the wrong general admiral. I don't want to use the wrong term because I don't know, but I'm just seeing somebody in a military type uniform, that muted green. I wonder if it's like on my little shirt here. Sort of kind of like that. Okay. All right. And they're doing this, they're looking through this. Okay. So somebody in the military is looking through this. I don't know why or what that is. Okay. Okay. So I'm sitting here watching this stack of papers that this general type military person has that he stamped. And I see him like handing this over, and I see like a courtroom, and I just see a courtroom, like it's being handed off to a judge to look at. Okay. I don't know if this is military tribunal. But I kind of hear that. But I'm kind of trying to think why a military type would be handing that off to a judge. That's what makes me think it might be a military court of some kind. Okay, so I'm getting all kinds of imagery, and I don't know how it all relates, so I'll just describe what I'm seeing. But for some reason, my next scene that I went to was a military funeral. I was at a funeral. I'm looking at this flag-draped casket, and there's like the military people there, like the 21-gun salute. So I don't know how this relates to Comey or what. I was just picking up military, but there's something about a military type of funeral. And I don't know what that's about, but I just throw it out there. Maybe it will become more relevant as we go. Okay, the next card over, this is what will be the result, the outcome. So the next card over from that Tower card, we have the Hanged Man. This is the card of being in limbo. This is a card of like you're suspended between two worlds. It's like, am I here? Am I there? And sometimes it's the card of self-sacrifice, like needing to give something up to gain something. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the book that came with this deck because I want to read what this deck has to say about that Hanged Man. This says, when the Hangman arrives, it means lack of being able to move forward. Stuck in limbo, you may be waiting for a decision to be made or feel that some aspects are on hold and projects remain static. Lack of control can leave you feeling frustrated. So that's that being in limbo. It's like lack of moving forward, not knowing what. So the fate for this situation that is being referred to the court, that outcome may be a little bit up in the air or in limbo as to what the outcome is. So, okay. All right, back to who is Comey as a person. I've got the World card, Success card. And we know he's been very successful being the head of the FBI for many years. But this is like this magnanimous feeling too, same as with the Empress feeling, like just feeling like the world is kind of revolves around you, feeling very magnanimous. On the question of the present situation again, we had the Wish card. This is a wish being granted. And this is on the train of that need for security, security being threatened, with the tower, destruction, and now having a wish being granted. So I don't know if he's going to get a wish that will help him through this difficulty, like he's got a wish coming true, but it's a positive card. So I'm not sure if that is like, I'm wondering if that's his wish being granted, or like a wish being somehow related to a wish being granted by someone else or for someone else. But I kind of think it's him, since this reading is about him. So we'll see what that is. Outcome card, last card. The result of this, we had that friendship, having friends in high places, people that are friends with him, want to help him, being in limbo. And then we've got this Six of Swords. This is the card of calm after a storm, having to move on, basically, from a sad or tough situation. So it's a card of moving on. Underneath this all, we've got the Page of Wands. And that is a card of creativity, that there's a lot of action happening probably underneath the scenes with this situation. But we'll see what happens. I got quite a bit that came through in imagery with this reading. So, but we'll see how this all plays out. I have some thoughts, but I don't know how much I want to like speculate. So I think I'm going to leave the cards here, and you guys can tell me what you think in the comments. But we'll see what happens. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. This is Intuitive Edge. We'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.